Open your ears and lube up your butthole. It's time for the What Do We Call It podcast. Now, here's your host. It's Jmann. Welcome to the What Do We Call It podcast. I'm Jmann.
This is Steiny.
Warehouse work.
Fun.
Holy shit. Okay, I liked working at the jail because I got to work on my material. I could be the funny guard, and I would trick these motherfuckers into doing what I wanted them to do most times just by lightening the mood with some humor.
You don't say.
Then I was a social worker, and I couldn't say any of that shit anymore. And then I had to deal with all these fucking people that had all these problems that didn't always have the mental capacity to learn a lesson. But yet I kept just hard-headedly fucking like talking to a wall. Come on, something's got to get through. I don't believe that these fucking people don't understand and that they can't change. I don't care how much on the spectrum they are or how bad their fetal alcohol syndrome is. Like, fucking figure it out.
Right. Function.
Then I worked at that godforsaken psych hospital for kids where I learned just how much I hate Gen Z.
Fuck you!
Because they are some young, know-it-all, finger-pointy, fuck everybody else, you're doing it wrong types. And it's like, I have teeth older than you. You don't know shit. Don't tell me how to fucking handle kids. You're still one, and you don't have any of your own.
Yeah. The age of the opinion.
And then a client of my wife knew a guy that worked in a warehouse. He said they were hiring. I applied, and oh my God, I am warehouse people.
No kidding.
Yeah.
You found your calling.
When I say this, warehouse people, there's a type. They tend to drink a lot. Not me.
I was going to say.
But okay, I fit in with that crowd. I always have because we worked at Menards. Lots of people got shit-faced.
Oh, there were some career drinkers there.
And they thought I was hilarious, sober or drunk, and then they appreciated when I would sober cab.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So I fit in like gangbusters. They're like, oh, he don't even really drink that much, and he'll help us. There's a lot of misery around there. You'll find people with fucked up lives, none that have matched my own yet, but then again, I haven't exactly gone digging much. You will not find, to my knowledge, many or any people that hold a master's degree, but just...
Are you stereotyping, or...?
Yes, I am, heavily, because I don't think anybody that works where I work has a graduate's degree. Although there is a girl there now who says she wants to be a doctor. She's actually really smart.
Oh, so she's not long for the warehouse, then?
Well, she's in college. Who knows? I mean, if she's going to be a doctor, that's a long fucking path.
Like 10 years of working in the warehouse on the part-time.
But as much as you'll find people that don't necessarily have all the book smarts of going to college for like 7 years like a doctor, there's a lot of very well-learned, life-worn people that have some good knowledge to pass on from all their mistakes and all the shit they've seen.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so you can go there, and I don't feel like I can totally be myself in regards of saying whatever, because I've learned in the past that if I say whatever I want, I have to talk to HR.
God damn it.
I am like fucking Mensa-level potty mouth and dirt humor.
Yeah, that doesn't fly so well in the modern workplace sometimes.
Not professionally, not in a corporate setting. You can't do that unless you work in the back stockroom of retail, which is warehouse adjacent.
Yeah.
I don't drive a fork, but I do drive what is called a walkie, which is a mobile pallet jack with a platform for standing, and it holds 2 pallets.
Okay.
I do like that I move around a lot. After having jobs where I was very sedentary and on the phone all the time, I never have to be on the phone. Like, at all, ever, for anything.
Do you get to wear headphones or anything like that?
No.
No.
No, because that would be a safety violation.
Yep.
And what would I use? A Walkman from the 80s? Because my grandpa flip phone doesn't get any music.
I would love to see that.
We have radios everywhere, though. There's
okay.
probably 15 fucking boom boxes. And they're
good?
usually all playing different stations. It's really weird.
That's what I was asking. Anything good?
You might get 93X. You might get KQ in the morning. You might get some Jack FM. You might get some, what's the 107? Cool 108.
Oh, sure. The really old.
No country.
See, now that's good.
Lately, one guy, he's been playing 99.5, the orchestra station, when he's really deep in having to ship multiple like pallets of freight, one box at a time, weigh it, enter it, manifest it, sticker it, put it on another pallet, you know. Nobody listens to rap in there.
Mm.
I think it's because it's a very white group of people. We've had a number of people of color, but they did some spring cleaning a few months ago. And ironically, they got rid of a number of black people that were not performing.
Sounds kind of racist.
Temps. I know. I said that jokingly, and someone's like, don't fucking bring that up because that's going to turn into something. I'm like, I'm just saying, we had like 6 black guys, and then they all started getting really lazy and not showing up and getting in trouble for various things. And in the span of a month, they were all gone.
That's depressing. Why did you bring that up?
And now we're operating more efficiently. So, addition by subtraction, I guess.
Oh, bitch.
I hope you're saying that their racial component was just a coincidence and didn't happen to be
Yes. Because we do have a couple of lazy white guys also, but not nearly as bad.
Did they get let go?
They did not.
Oh.
But they were also full hires, and they've been around for a long time.
Oh, okay.
You know, those people
So
that
it's one of those
really in a groove.
degrees of hire. Yeah, how long you been there?
Benefit of the doubt. I mean, like I said, they were all fucking temps doing their 90 days
Oh.
and not pulling their weight.
Oh, see, that's when you got to show up.
One guy would consistently call in sick once a week. He had COVID twice, air quoting it, COVID twice. And he also would get there and be like, God damn, I can't wait to go home. Like 5 minutes after we get there.
Yeah, you're not cut out for the job.
Yeah, he just doesn't give a fuck. And I think he was hoping he'd get fired so he could claim unemployment.
That doesn't work, though, if you haven't been there long enough. So,
Right.
It's on him.
Jmann forgot to mention this one little fact. He is very gassy, and enjoys being able to fart at leisure while working. He sometimes crop dusts entire aisles as he drives down them and lets his brown clouds of death out. He giggles to himself, because no one is any the wiser.
But it's just great to be in a place where there's like-minded people with similar problems and no 20-something-year-old know-it-all nurses acting like I'm the devil for being a white male that worked in a jail.
Oh, I suppose that, I never thought about your history and how that would have been perceived by the Gen Zers there.
Yeah, especially because the George Floyd trial was going on.
Yeah, I was going to say that was convenient timing, too.
They did not like me. I was like, you guys, you can't, this kid's not listening to you. Because you're like, come on. Like, no, tell him, like, get out of here and go back to your room right now. You're going to go sit in there for a half an hour, and then you can come out and let me know if you're ready to watch TV with everybody else or if you're going to continue being disruptive.
Were you
It's a child.
Was that male toxicity? Were you...
Probably. I was probably mansplaining.
Yeah, and directing and telling everybody else what to do.
And triggering one of them that probably had a stepdad that used to tell her to clean her room too much or some other flitty bullshit that this fourth wave neo-feminist cuntism is putting all this man hate out in the world.
When you said that, I was thinking of, somebody... She had a stepdad who told her to clean her room, and somebody who told her what to do. Oh no. That seems to be a big problem with a lot of people nowadays.
Well,
I don't understand how people do work. That's what a job is. They tell you what to do.
I guess it's different if you're a nurse, because,
Okay.
You've got that degree, but you're also a very young non-union nurse in a for-profit medical facility, and it's your first real fucking job.
Probably not getting paid very well.
And I'm 15 years older than you. And a parent, I think I know a few tricks about how to give them a little bit of salt, give them a little bit of honey. Like, I fucking use it at home. So don't look down your nose at me, little Susie Labcoat with your fucking shitty attitude and your 6 different colors of hair.
I mean, I know we've never really respected our elders in this society like other societies do. And I know everybody says that the generation that comes after them is worse than the one before, but... Really, I don't understand where people have just become know-it-alls. You live in this information era where the internet is not to be trusted, but yet everybody knows everything and tells everybody else what to do.
And a side component of that is Gen Zers are not really good with constructive criticism.
Oh, very true.
Now, if somebody older than me gave me advice when I was in my early 20s, I had the emotional maturity to know I should shut the fuck up and listen. They've been around a while. Versus, just some fat fucking blowhard that goes from job to job and his life is shit. You can tell just by looking at him because there's coffee stains on his fucking shirt, but he doesn't drink coffee.
Right, but the guy who's been there for 20 years, Maybe listen to that guy.
These nurses, not so much. These fucking psych techs there were like, okay, you should probably just disengage and not talk to the patient anymore. Like, okay, well, all I did was tell her to stop wiggling in those restraint straps to try to get loose, or else we're going to have to come in there and tighten them again. I'm trying to give her a consequence to wrap her mind around, to focus on that, instead of trying to, get an arm free to break out of there where we have to go in there and physically fucking wrestle them, because that was my favorite part of the job. Sure. So much.
Every incident could possibly lead to disciplinary action just because of split-second decisions, right?
Oh, yeah, people were getting talking tos all the time. And by people, I mean I was getting talking tos all the time because these motherfuckers would be like, I don't understand. He knows we're not supposed to talk to the patient when we're strapping him to the board. The board being a giant fucking plastic rectangle with restraint straps on it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the kid is screaming. They're crying. They're freaking out. They just want to know, what did I do? And all you have to say, you were showing self-harm tendencies by ripping open cut marks on your arm.
Sure.
You punched a window 3 times. It had to go here. And because you wouldn't just walk to this room, now we're doing this.
Are they suggesting maybe that conversation should wait until they've calmed down, until the patient has calmed down? I mean, you're right.
You just only focus on, like robotically, focus on strapping this kid to this fucking board and then getting everybody out of the room safe. But here's the funny
Where's
thing.
the compassion?
There is none.
Oh.
This is not a human being anymore. This is a problem that we must handle. Okay. Yeah. But there were people that would get away with fucking talking to the kids.
Oh.
Like OGs that have been around a while. So because apparently I hadn't kissed enough ass.
You weren't allowed to talk.
Yeah. I don't have that here because if I don't know something, I ask somebody, they show me. Like, oh, okay, I know how to do that now.
Right.
It's great. Nobody's like, you fucking dumbass. Although at times, if I have to pull, say, 7 sheets worth of product, right? Like sheets of paper, there's 12 barcodes per sheet. Some of them will look and go, well, there's only 1 pick per line. It's probably all one item. Just pull page after page after page and then take a whole pallet's worth of shit and then go start breaking it down into boxes and labeling it and shipping it. And I'm like, I could. Or I'm going to take 8 totes on my walkie, break down the 12 lines. Totes 1 through 4 are lines 1 through 4, and totes 5 through 8 are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Then I'm going to take that one sheet and I'm going to box them up, ship them, get rid of them, go to the next sheet. Because whether you're pulling 70 items and boxing them at the end or pulling 10 items 7 times, you're still boxing and shipping 70 items.
Right.
So I kind of argue with that mindset, like, you know what? For accuracy's sake, I haven't had a fucking error since October.
Okay.
Just let me do it my way. It's my task. Some of the people that have been around for a while tend to pull that know-it-all shit. Like, why you do it that way?
Yeah.
Why are you doing it like that? Because that's how I'm fucking doing it. That's what I'm comfortable with.
There are some people that freak out when their way is challenged or the way they've always done it has been challenged. And we could extrapolate that conversation out to just about every topic in the world. But, yeah.
Or
funny.
damn near every workplace.
Yeah.
But, and this is a big thing, I get up in the morning. I don't eat. I work out. I have oatmeal and a shake and my vitamins. I wash my ass. I go to work. Then I put in 4 hours. I go to my car. I eat 1 banana and 1 peanut butter sandwich with a bottle of water. And then I go for a walk.
Jesus.
Because there's a neighborhood outside the warehouse. And I like to keep my back and my legs loose. Because if I sit down, I feel like I just get into rest mode and I don't have as much energy.
It'll be harder to get up.
Yeah. So when I started the job at the hospital, I was at my fattest. I looked fucking pregnant. I was 232 pounds. Okay, I recently had the flu, and I lost like 6 pounds in 3 days. And I got down to 182 pounds then. So since January of 2021 to just this morning, because I ate a bunch since the flu to kind of gain a few more pounds, I'm at 188.
Well, not bad.
That's almost 50 fucking pounds.
Yeah, in a 1.5 years.
Yeah, because once I come back from my walk, I put in another 4 to 7 hours, depending.
Okay. So are you getting overtime at this job then?
Yes.
Too? Nice.
Yes. Unless you call in sick or take a day off, then you don't get overtime that week. I think it's kind of a shitty system, but...
Even if you still would get above 43 or 40 hours? Oh,
Yep.
That does blow.
Yeah.
It seems illegal too, but I wouldn't
Well,
know.
I'm not a lawyer.
Well,
I'm just a warehouse peon.
it's amazing what you can report to the
Department of Labor.
yeah, something like that. Yeah, and they look into a lot of that kind of stuff. Just saying. Probably
Yeah.
don't want to make waves, but you know.
Not so much. Not so much. Because I really like it there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have problems with people. Nobody's ever gotten in my face. And the lazy fuckers don't work there anymore. But just, holy shit. The first 2 weeks I was there, I was dead on my ass every day at the end. Now, even with that fucking 30 to 45 minute walk on my hour lunch break, dude, I'm just like, go, go, go.
Nice.
So much fucking energy. Losing that weight, holy shit. My size 36 pants were starting to get tight.
Oof.
And now I could get into a 34 again. I kind of like to rub it in people's faces. Not to be an asshole, but it's like, all right, not everybody could have a job where they move around constantly, and it's basically like you get paid to work out almost. Because there's days, because it's medical supplies, I'm having, like today, it's Tuesday, it's a heavy day for orders of IV bags that come in cases of like 12 to 20 that sometimes weigh as much as 40 pounds apiece. I don't know how many dozens and dozens and dozens of boxes I threw today. As if I got paid to fucking work out. I'm almost always in a caloric deficit.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And that's how I lost all that fat.
But I was going to say, you're still working your muscles, you're still building your muscles because the food you're eating is replenishing them, so it's just attacking the fat. Your body is just consuming that. So that's good, man. That's good. That's what I used to say about delivering furniture. I got paid to work out. You know, when people would ask me, oh, is it a tough job? Is it a hard job? Yeah, some days were, but for the most part, this was my gym membership because you're constantly working out. I could never, I ate like crap and I never gained a pound. Now, granted, that's changed since I've had an office job for the last 7.5 years, but I miss those days. I didn't miss the pressure of having a route and having to get done within like 10 hours time and it being, you know, having to be subject to like traffic and crappy customers and bad situations. But for the most part, I didn't mind lifting stuff after your body get used to it. Like you said, those first 2 weeks, after your body got used to it, it like wasn't challenging at all. You just knew how to carry stuff.
Well, I was starting to kind of lose weight from all the walking I did, you know, doing patrols at the hospital.
Okay.
But it wasn't like nonstop from 8 o'clock till fucking noon where I'm just moving shit, packing it, driving around, getting on the thing, getting off the thing, getting on the thing, getting off the thing.
Sure.
Way better than like, that's why I don't want to drive an order picker because you basically just stand on the fucker all day and move pallets. It's not as fun.
Yep. You don't actually get the workout.
The best part is, even though we stay till it's done, so we're supposed to be done at 4:30, sometimes we've been there as late as 7:30.
Oh, wow.
The job is done at the end of the day. I'm not answering emails. I'm not answering voicemails to clients. I'm not having to think about a situation and how I'm going to have a debriefing about it tomorrow because all of us had to explain why we did what we did when this kid went crazy. Yeah, it's just nice to have a job that's it, out the door.
So much delivering furniture was the exact same thing. I'd basically go home, I'd take a shower because I showered at nights. You know, I didn't want to shower in the morning and then just get all dirty and sweaty all day and then go to bed in that. So I would shower at nights and it was fantastic. I didn't have to think about the day. Exactly. Nothing carried over.
And with the economy the way it is, warehouses are paying more than ever. I make as much at the warehouse as I did as a security guard at a hospital for kids, where there were, you know, legal ramifications if you hurt somebody or somebody reported you for something you didn't do. No worries about that shit here. As long as I don't pull my dick out and rub it on stuff and then send it to a hospital in a box for FedEx. No worries.
Yeah, I think you're pretty good.
I'm not going to say I found my calling, but goddamn, it's nice to just be like,
It's great finding something better.
Yeah. Interact with the show on Twitter at What Do We Call It? That is at What Do We Call It? You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/group/What Do We Call It podcast show. For the What Do We Call It podcast, I'm Jmann.
This is Steiny.
And that's the end.